The first student victims of Wednesday's high school shooting have been named Jamie Guttenberg, 14, Nicholas Dwart, a high school senior, Martin Duke, 14, Meadow Pollock, 18, Carol Lauren, Elena Petty, 14, Joaquin Oliver, 17, Luke Hoyer, 15, Alyssa Aladith, 15, Gina Montalto, 14, Carmen Schentrup and Alex Schachter, all died. They were killed at Marjorie Stoneman Douglas High School in Parkland, Florida, along with track coach Aaron Weiss, 37. Geography teacher Scott Beigel, 35, and athletic director Chris Hickson, 49. 2 other victims are yet to be identified. 15 people were injured. The students were named on Thursday by the Miami Herald. Police have not yet released an official victim list. Gunman Nicholas Cruz, 19, is in custody and will appear in court on Thursday to be charged with 17 counts of murder. Jamie's death was confirmed by her grieving family on social media. They paid tribute to her as a kind-hearted and sweet girl. They'd hoped she would return home from school along with her younger brother who survived. Their worst fears were realized later in the day. Fred Guttenberg, her grieving father, gave a heartbreaking tribute to her on Facebook. He said, "My heart is broken. Yesterday, Jennifer and I lost our baby girl to a violent shooting at her school. We lost our daughter and my son lost his sister. I am broken as I write this, trying to figure out how my family gets through this. Hugs to all and hold your children tight," he said. Jamie's cousin Alexa Saka shared her grief online, writing, "You grew up to be the most beautiful, kind-hearted, driven, funny and sweet girl. You went out of your way to make everyone feel good, and that smile lit up every single room you walked into." Jamie was a volunteer at the Friendship Initiative, a local project where she acted as a buddy for special needs children. Nicholas Dwart is the other student who was confirmed dead on Thursday. His swimming coach confirmed his death and said he had a bright future ahead of him. Friends described him as a fine young man. TS Aquatics said in a post about his death, "He was not only a good swimmer but a good person. A happy young man who embodied the values of our program. Nick, you have touched every member of the team one way or another and will be missed." Dwart was preparing to go to the University of Indianapolis, where he had won an academic scholarship. He had hopes of attending the 2020 Olympics to represent his country in the swim team, and was in a long-term relationship with a college student in Florida. Elena Petty and another girl who was injured but not killed belonged to the same church. Alyssa's mother shared the news of her death on social media. "My daughter Alyssa was killed today by a horrific act of violence. I just sent her to school and she was shot and killed." Alyssa was a talented soccer player, so smart, an amazing personality, incredible creative writer, and all she had to offer the world was love. She believed in people for being so honest. "A knife is stabbed in my heart. I wish I could have taken those bullets for you. I will always love you and your memory will live on forever. Please kiss your children. Tell them you love them. Stand by them no matter what they want to be." To Alyssa's friends, honor Alyssa by doing something fabulous in your life. Don't ever give up and inspire for greatness. Live for Alyssa, be her voice and breathe for her. "Alyssa loved you all forever," she said. 3 heroic male teachers also died shielding students from the bullets. Their athletic director Chris Hickson, coach Aaron Weiss, and geography teachers Scott Beigel, Cruz, 19, stormed Marjorie Stoneman Douglas High School in Parkland on Wednesday afternoon armed with an assault rifle, as well as 17 confirmed dead. At least 50 were injured. Broward Sheriff Scott Israel said Cruz was a former student at the school but had been expelled for unknown disciplinary reasons last year. Cruz was armed with at least one AR-15 rifle and had multiple magazines when he stormed the school wearing a gas mask. According to the sheriff, investigators are now looking into whether Cruz may have pulled the fire alarm to draw people into halls so he could get a higher death toll. A GoFundMe page has been set up by the city to benefit the victims. To donate to it, click here. It has so far reached almost $200,000 out of its $300,000 target. The money will be used to pay for the victims' funeral expenses and survivors' counseling as survivors grapple with the tragedy. Questions turn to whether officials could have prevented the shooting, which is the deadliest of its kind since Sandy Hook. FBI agents are investigating a post left on a YouTube comment which was reported to police in September. It was written by someone of the same name who said, "I'm going to be a professional school shooter." Cruz's disturbed mental state is also now being laid bare. The teenager was a former student of the school and had been previously expelled. His mental condition is said to have deteriorated over the last year following the death of his adoptive mother, who died of the flu. He was obsessed with guns. According to other students who knew him at Marjory Stoneman Douglas, some have said they predicted that he would carry out such a massacre and that no one was surprised when, as yesterday's horror unfolded, he was revealed to be responsible for it. Cruz remains in county jail. He has been charged with 17 counts of murder and is due to appear in court on Thursday afternoon. On Thursday, it was revealed that he was also part of a white nationalist group